UBA World, good afternoon. We got yours. Truly, Michael Booty Shaw representing DC Mafia. Here at the DMV's North, toll stop number 7. Today we are lucky to get to watch Apex Predators against Outrage here at Gaithersburg lanes. I had a few words yesterday about a few Apex bowlers, in particular Darius, who informed me that, Shaw, there will be plenty of entertainment today in this match. You all in Central voted, thus we're here. Here we about to get started. Game 1, we'll be starting on the scratch pair. And for Outrage, you have leading off, who's throwing me a little bit of problems right now, Mr. Race Marsh, followed by Pat McGaney, and anchoring Outrageous scratch pairs, Rich Jerome. Apex Predators will be throwing the youth on the scratch pair today, leading off the lefty Christian Francis, followed by the man who told me today was going to be entertaining, Darius Snowden, and Sean Chapman on the anchor spot for Apex. Again, man, I think when it comes to Outrage matches, they are always the favorite and crowned like this is it. Somebody else is just in their way. And then you have Apex, a team that's up and coming and are on the rise in the UBA here in the North, and said today will not be easy, that they plan on winning today. Race Mars starts off with a strike to lead off for Apex. Again, Apex all week has been talking about this match, man. Waiting for this moment to get here, just to show the UBA world that they are worthy in the North Division and should be talked about more. And today they now give us the opportunity to watch them and see what they do on the stage. Yeah, y'all don't have, yeah. Pat McGaney with a 9 count on his first ball here. Leading off for Apex on the scratch pair, we got Christian Francis, the lefty. Split 8 count on the first ball. Looked a little fast there. He was fishing in practice. I saw him talking with his teammates trying to find out exactly how to play. Lanes 1 and 2, by the way. And we all know, okay, where you are, 1 and 2 is always tough in every bowling alley across the globe. Pat McGaney covers the 7 pin. And Christian gets none of them shooting for the spare. Don't know where y'all at exactly. I would say it's morning, but it's actually 12:14, but I feel as though it's always morning somewhere. But that being said, tune in, get your popcorn, enjoy. Should be a really, really good match. We got Rich Jerome anchoring Outrage with a strike to start off. In the second spot for Apex, Darius Snowden, who wanted this match, by the way, y'all. He talked about wanting to bowl them. Starts off with 10 in the pit. He really, really wanted this. Respectfully, he kept saying. It was the atmosphere, it was the competition against Outrage. All he talked about was bowling them this week. And again, he told me, Mike Shaw, if you will be there, there will be entertainment. And I'm here. Sean Chapman starts off with 10. The DMV North standings are as follows. Outrage is in first. Coming in second is the Lions Den. Third, these Apex Predators. Striking the second frame for Christian Francis. Fourth, Mutiny. Fifth, we have NWO. Followed by Infinite Chaos, Morning Woods, Pin Crushers, the Stoners, and the Vipers. Race Marsh leads a 10-pin on the second ball in the 10th. Race Marsh been giving me grief since I got here. Just a little bit, not much. For the people that know, it's a Saturday, technically morning for me. And y'all know, man, Friday nights are Friday nights. But I'm here with some iced coffee. Race Mars covers the spare. Darius Snowden, a little light there with an 8 count. Atmosphere looks good out here in Gaithersburg. Again, this morning. What you get at a UBA tour stop. Great energy, great atmosphere. And of course the bowling part. That takes care of itself. We got Pat McGaney's second shot of game number 1, and there's 10 of them. And Darius covers the spare. I'm telling y'all, man, I think every time I'm on, no matter what match I'm commentating, I always talk about the youth. Youth bowling is taking over, people. The youth are coming. Rich Jerome with a 10-pin. The youth, man, they ready. They finished though. They putting in the work to be better. And they will go against anybody who has on bowling shoes. You got to respect the youth. Sean's second shot is 10 back. Apex behind me, cheering with a little noise. And we all know Outrage, they cheer for themselves, but they also, as Rich Jerome pulls a Mike Shaw before he got a spare ball on his 10-pin, Outrage will definitely have their high five moments, but they don't get too loud, man. They don't roar a lot. They bowl, they strike, they high five, they sit down. And they've been doing it for years, successfully, by the way. Grace Marsh to start the third with another 10-pin. Kind of light. It's nothing like being in these matches where everybody points to the favorite as winning the match. And you, the underdog, don't feel as though you are the underdog. And you really want to go out there and throw the ball to compete. That's Apex today. Apex really believe deep down that they can win this match today. Should be interesting. Christian with a 7-pin from the left side. Spare made by Mr. Happy himself. Christian Francis with the spare. There was a big discussion also. It was a lot of fun yesterday here in the DMV. We had a live that went on, and we also had some slightly trash talk at 2 Road. Mainly about this match as well. About Outrage and Apex. As Pat McGaney pushes 10 back for his third shot. And it was pretty much, is this Apex's opportunities, is this their moment to show the UBA world that they are ready this year? And again, if you ask them, Ready is an understatement. As Darius with another strike in the third frame. Rich Jerome, third frame. Another 10-pin. Remember, he Mike Shaw the last one before I got a spare ball. Got Sean up in the third. He's working on a double. And Sean is another one, man. Sean just strike, high five, go sit down. He don't make too much noise. Hope I didn't jinx him. I did. 3 in a row for Sean to start. Lane 1 and 2 looking decent. Shouldn't be too bad. I thought 1 and 2 was going to be just really tough. Rich Jerome made sure he made this pair. Outrage giving Rich Jerome grief about the 10-pin made. Not the one he missed, but the one he made. After 3 frames, Apex up by 11 pins. Inside by Brace Mars, 9 count. Almost everybody but Christian Francis. He didn't like it off his hand with a 9 count. Christian Jersey says born ready. I like that. That's good. Grace Marsh with the spare made. And I almost want to say the same for Christian Francis, but the ball never made it to cover the spare. So Darius, when he found out, he was telling me yesterday, he said, I don't care who I'm across from. They gonna get this work. His words exactly. Then, when he found out who he was across from today, he was like, oh yeah, I'm right where I want to be. He said, being across from Pat is everything today. Pat with a 9 count. I'm telling you, man, these youth, man, Darius want to show the world that Apex belongs. And his 4th frame shot, there's 10 of them. Darius been throwing the ball pretty good lately, as maybe the last 2 weeks I've been saying that, but he's been throwing the ball pretty well. He had a good showing at Unholy. More than he wanted, but he said for his standards it wasn't too bad. But of course, us as bowlers, you know, we all want more. Pat McGaney with the spare made. Sean Chapman, man, listen.
Come on, ball, let's go.
Told y'all last frame. Sean rolls the ball, comes back and sit down. That's it. Working on a 3-bagger.
Come on, Chap.
Make that 4 in a row.
Hold that bum ass first ball up. All right, Sean.
See if Rich Jerome makes any kind of adjustments. It's Rich Jerome. He left 2 10-pins in his last 2 shots. Clears the entire deck with that shot. So look, everybody's looking serious on the scratch pair. It's just looking a little serious. Sean, Christian Francis working up after the open last frame. Comes in a little high. I think us as bowlers, period, especially the younger bowlers, the youth. I call them youth, don't get me wrong. We all know they're adults. Race Marsh with 10 back. I know I call them youth. It's just me being me. But the same token, they have this. I really like how they always, Francis with the spare, how they stick behind each other. how they stay motivating each other, not letting each other get down too much. Because at first, when you see them a lot, they have this thing where it's the end of the world if they can't carry, if they can't strike. And we try to tell them all the time, bad breaks, bowling going to be up and down. You can't get frames back. And I must say, the youth down here in this area are getting a lot better mentally with bowling. And it's a must. Pat McGanny with 10 back. Gaithersburg up here in the fifth frame, working on a double. Hey, listen. It don't matter how they fall. It was a tad bit high. 4-pin failed last, but 10 of them failed. Rich Jerome with a 7 count. He didn't like it, which is what he said. 5 of them to start the game for Sean Chapman. Hit him on a scratch pair for Apex. And again, strikes, sits down like it's nothing. Rich Jerome covers the spare. Threw that first ball off his hand, looked at Pat McGaney and said, yeah, I threw that bad. Got Mr. Happy up here in the 6th working on the strike with Mr. We got Christian Francis right now. See if he throw a good one. Looks good off his hand, and it did not finish. 8 count for Christian Francis. If you're just joining us, welcome. DMV North, toe stop number 7. You got number 1 Outrage versus number 3 Apex Predators here at Gaithersburg. Christian with the open. See if Christian Francis can get back here with his teammates. Try to figure something out, little conversation. Pat McGaney in the 6. Kicks the 9-pin. Again, man, when 10 fall, 10 fall. Darius Snowden up on 3 in a row. 10 pin. Ball looked good off his head. Rich Jerome trips to 4. 4 strike for himself. Darius Snowden with the Michael Shaw before the spin ball. 10 pin miss. So y'all gonna hear that reference when I see 10 pins miss. It's the Michael Shaw me before I got a spin ball. Now, don't get me wrong. Hey, I made my share of 10 pins without a spare ball. But I will say, I made a lot more of them since I got one. Plenty more, actually, plenty more. We got Sean up on 5 in a row. Can we say 6 of them? Because Sean has an incredible look so far to start off. Christian Francis almost pocket 7-10. 7 falls late. He was back there talking with his teammates. I overheard someone say ball switch, but he was like, he said, I'm throwing it I'm not throwing it good, is what he said. Fortunately, he has a Darius and Shauna up enough where he's getting a little bit of help. Spear made this time. But what you don't want to do is give Outrage chances. You don't want them to hang around. If you can get them out the way, you want to get them out the way to get the W if you can. Because the longer they're in the match, the longer they have a chance to win. So you kind of want to try to distance yourself number scores-wise, just in case it gets close down the stretch. Three in a row for Race Marsh. Darius back up after missing a 10-pin here in the 7th. 9 count. Looked fast off his hand. Ball never really had a chance to read there. Spare made for Darius. Here in the 7th frame. And again, I'm really, let me not say shocked. Bowlers are bowlers. Like, we can do this. But lanes 1 and 2 in Gaithersburg, they are throwing it. Pat didn't like it, but 10 failed. I think a lot of times when we don't like them in 10 fall, I don't think it makes a difference. Because when 10 fall, we're going to take 10 every time, no matter how they fall. Got Sean up working on 6 in a row. Got 7 of them. 7 for Sean Chapman. Rich Jerome with a double. So now in the 8th frame, Apex is up 5 pins on the board. But Outrage is sitting really, really, really good with Marsh, McGaney, and Rich Jerome all counting 30. Apex needs to get 8th and 9th frame together, strike-wise, to at least be in contention going to the 10th. Race Marsh in the 8th is the big 4. Can Chris take advantage? Ball switch. Ball switch by Christian and his teammates. 10 back for Christian. At all toe stops, I think at all bowling period, but especially UBA toe stops, you want to be able to have good team chemistry from your bowls you're bowling with, from your teammates on the carpet. It's nothing like just hearing people give you advice, letting them know what they see from the carpet to help you. Because when you out there fishing, you're trying different stuff, your mind's everywhere, but you got your teammates informing you what they see. And for you to be able to make the adjustment off of that, nothing like good teammates. That's really good. Darius in the 8th, another 10-pin. Now comes the adjusting part on lanes 1 and 2. Which should be good. Pat McGaney in the 8th. 4 in a row. Pat McGaney just doing Pat McGaney things. Darius last time over here, he whiffed his 10-pin for the record. He must have heard me. Spear made by Darius. Rich Jerome in the 8th. To make that 3 in a row for Rich Jerome.
Hey, you on pace to be 130.
After a little slow start for Rich Jerome is now back. I think somebody need to inform him what time his team started today. Sean Chapman's up with the front 7.
Oh, be good, be good.
Little bit wide. It's the 2-8-10. He didn't like it off his hand, and neither did his teammates behind me as they were screaming at that shot. Balk by Christian Francis. So I can never do that. When I start my approach, at my age, that bowling ball's leaving my hand. It's no way I'm able to stop on a dime like that. I will rip every possible ligament in my wrist, elbow, knee, everything. There's no way I can do that. Shout out my teammate, Miss Carla Pierre, who does that with ease. She makes it look so effortless. When she do it, my knee hurt. Christian Francis. Double after making the ball switch. Teammates are letting him know. That was a really big shot by Christian. He needed that shot to set up 30 for his team going into the 10th with Sean opening after 7 in a row. But again, Sean has them in this game. But this will definitely be a 10-frame game the way it looks. Ray Schmarsh, after the big 4, comes back and gets 10. I don't think I've ever seen Ray Schmarsh throw a big 4 in my life, ever. Darius with a strike in the 9th for Apex. It's nothing like having the confidence in yourself and your teammates. I think you show a lot more when you have confidence in your teammates. And Darius came back and said, hey, listen, we good, we got this. Looking at his teammates. It doesn't. It never does. Oh, Pat McGaney on 4 in a row leaves a 7. Would that look really good off his hand, by the way? I mean, what shot doesn't look good coming off Pat McGaney's hand? So I said the same thing. I looked here to see it, and when I looked over there, I'm like, but why isn't that in? Like, I just don't understand. Sean Chap comes back after the open, starts right back up. Spare made by Pat McGaney. Oh, okay. Definitely going to be a 10 frame finish we got coming up here. After Rich Jerome teammates informed him that he wasn't bowling good, he threw 3 in a row. And he just threw a 7 count, a little bit inside off his hand. I think I jinxed it. I didn't try to. I think I did, though.
Come on, Chris.
As Rich Jerome covers the spare, you're going to have Outrage with a 29-pin lead going into the 10th. We got Race Moss here starting off. First ball in the 10th. Mr. Happy being Mr. Happy with 10 back. Put a little bit of pressure on Christian, who made the ball switch in the 8th frame. And both shots look good. And so does this one. Big shot for Apex there. That 30 definitely helps. Again, Apex heard all the whispers.
Yes, sir.
They heard all the outrage this, outrage that. And they came here today ready to ball. No laying down for them. 10 more for Race Marsh in the 10th. Going back to frame number 8. Mr. Happy threw the big 4. I'm going to remind him of that when he walked back here, too. Because I told him I don't think I've ever seen him throw a big 4 in my life. Christian Francis with 10 more. Again, Christian was fishing, hitting the pocket kind of light early. Sat back here and talked to his teammates. Made an awesome ball switch, which they told him to Ben make the switch. He with it 2 frames too late, but that gives him 4 in a row. Mr. Happy with a 10-pin on the field. 219 for Race Marsh, who threw a big 4 in the 8th. I've never seen a big 4 by Mr. Marsh in my life.
At least I wasn't running out.
Christian Francis with an 8 on the field. He finishes game 1 with 192. 191 for Christian Francis in game 1. We got Pat McGaney working on the spare on his first ball in the 10th. And there's 10 of them. Darius' first ball was out the window. But it made it back. Hey, listen, everybody saw it. That's what you know. I don't think he believed it. I did. This is game number 1. And we're on the scratch pair between Apex and Outrage. DMV North, toss up number 7. Pat McGaney with another one in the 10th. Definitely just like the house shot. It really isn't that bad. There's plenty of strikes all over. Everywhere. Darius' second one in the 10th is an 8 count. Pat McGaney on the field in the 10th. And it's all 10 of them. Pat McGaney, again, being Pat McGaney. Finished with the first game of 248. Darius gets 1. And Darius finishes game 1 with a 213. So now we're down to the scratch bowlers, the anchors. Outrage up 23. Rich Jerome just got to be Rich Jerome to finish. And he's being Rich Jerome with the first strike. Got Sean Chapman up, everybody. First ball on Jeff, who was on 7 in a row, threw 1 bad shot. Comes back with the first one in the 10th. His 8-frame shot got a little wide. Just a tad bit. Rich Jerome with 10 more. That shot assures that Outrage will take game 1. Versus Apex on the scratch pair. Apex now has a little work to do on the scratch pair. to come back. But again, I was told, I've been saying his name all morning. As Sean's second ball in the 10th is a 10-pin. I was being told by Darius all day yesterday that Apex will fight until their bowling shoes come on. 10 of them failed for Rich Jerome, who finishes game one with 215. So again, game one on a scratch pair here between Apex Predators and Outrage goes to Outrage. Race Mars with a 219. Pat McGaney 248. Rich Jerome 215. God damn it, Pooh. For Apex Predators, Christian Francis 191. Darius Snowden 213. And Sean Chapman 253. Outrage takes game one on a scratch pair by 25 pins. What's up, man? What's up? How you both today? Good? My man. Father snuck in, got his hand shake. EJ Tackett. Not deep, my man EJ. What's up? That's my man. How are you? Yeah. Squeeze right here next to you, okay? With an entertaining start on the scratch pair between Apex and Outrage. As we now move to Handicap 1 pair, what we have for Apex Predators, Phil, who went 248 game one, and in the second spot, who missed a 7-pin, I think, in the 10th frame to go 247. And Caitlin finished up with a 267. And for Outrage, we got Sam Shaden, and her game one was 258. Followed up by Katie, who shot 257. And Jason Howard follows up with a 256. Okay. That's what they did. Game one went to Apex on a handicap 1 pair. We're about to start game 2. Here on the handicap 1 pair. And again, the scores from game 1, Sam Shaden 257 for Outrage. Brian Cavey 257. Jason Howard 256. 771 with 5 gives them 776. Apex, Phil went 248. Followed up by Anthony with 247. Caitlin went 267. 762 with 38 gives them 800 on the nose. So now we start. Yeah, we start game 2 on handicap 1 with Sam Shaden leading off for Apex. And we got Phil leading off. I said that wrong. Don't mind me, it's the coffee. Not enough of it. Phil leading off for Apex. Sam gonna cuss me out. Sam leading off for Outrage. As Phil starts off with a strike. Here in game number 2 on handicap. I want them scores too.
He's busy running his mouth. He ain't keeping the score.
But that's not me. But I want them anyway. Sam Shane starts off frame 1 with a strike. I'm getting yelled at on the other side, by the way. Don't mind me. We got Ant with 10 back for his first shot here in game number 2 for Apex. And we got Brian Cavey leading off for Outrage. His first shot is 10 of them. Mr. Cavey don't do too much, man. He let the ball do all the work. Never off balance. And Caitlin as the anchor for Apex. And she starts off with a strike herself to begin game number 2. J-Ho finishes the frame with a strike. Everybody won the strike in the first frame on Handicap 1 pair. I'm sitting back. My teammate, Paige Martin, who shot 8,000 yesterday at Edsel Road. Good shooting. We got Phil up in frame number 2. And it's 10 more. Hey, man, at this rate, they're going to make this easy for me if I got to sit back here and call strikes. I mean, saying the name, saying the strike, doing it pretty well. I'm going to get Sam's attention at some point so you all can hear Sam give me the business. Her second shot is 10 more. Got a locker here is funny. Teammates told Sam she has a locker here. I said it. Yeah, I did. Anthony's second shot, tad bit high, but the full pin falls. Listen, I keep telling y'all, 10 is 10. Left-handed, right-handed, Brooklyn, I don't care. We want them all to fall. Every time we up. Mr. Cavey's second shot here, game number 2. Cavey with a double. Everybody's striking right here. It's not bad, man. Caitlin's second shot is 10 of them. Apex. First 2 frames, 6 strikes. Everybody striking. You got J-Ho up now, who of course struck on the first ball in the first frame. And kicks the 7-10, but they all fail. We got a strike fest going on the Handicap 1 pair. Phil and Caitlin all comes out to start game 2 with a double. Sam Cavey and Jason starts out game 2 with a double. Welcome, everybody. DMV North, toe stop number 7. If y'all just joining us, UBA all day. Sam with a 9-pin. Sam breaks the streak. It's Sam's fault, everybody. Oh, we live from Gaithersburg. It's not morning, but technically it's morning for me. If I say it's morning, it's morning. Field with 10 more. Spare made by Sam. Yeah, I wasn't at first. No, that's perfect. Right. What it was, I didn't know where this was, and that made my step. And if I fall, call an ambulance. I'm out of there. Yeah, please. No, this is perfect. Jason. Mr. Bennett, how are you today, sir? Hey, man, I'm here. Let's give Anthony 3 in a row to start game 2. Again, everybody striking on this pair. Got my iced coffee that I need because of the previous night. KV, Mr. KV. Why is KB striking? Oh, yeah. This is true. It's KB. Oh, God. Yes. Absolutely. Caitlin's third shot.
All right, Kate.
It's like the first 2. Another strike for Caitlin to start. So let me start this here again for game number 2 on the handicap 1 pair. We are through 3 frames.
Jake.
we are through 3 frames. Apex has 9 strikes, and Outrage has 8. It's a lot of strikes here, everybody. J-Ho with a 3-bagger for Outrage. Sam broke the streak. I'm going to remind her again. Not yet, though. I might have to mute the mic when she responds because Sam going to give me the business. I don't want y'all to hear that. Because she's not going to play. And that's what I mean by just wanting to give your best effort. Again, on paper and throughout the week, everybody was talking about outrage. You didn't really hear too many people talking about Apex. But they are here today and they are fighting. 10-pin by Phil on the 4th. But yes, everybody was talking about how Apex would definitely show up to bowl, but did they have a chance to actually win this? And again, they here today with the mindset that they can win today. That was their whole goal coming into this match. Sam Curry to 10-pin. Spare made by Phil. He got a spare ball. So there was no way he was going to Michael Shaw that one before the spare ball. No way. Way too funny. We got KB up in the 4th frame. Working on 3 in a row. Out of trouble. Anthony with 4 in a row. Man, Amy's throwing the ball extremely well. Except, let me accept for a minute. Because game 1, in the 9th frame, he missed the 7th pin to go 47. We got to bring it up. I can't let that go. Mr. KB covers a spare. Caitlin with a 4-9. We got Jason up, working on 3 in a row himself. Pin action. Gives him 4 of them in a row for Jason Howard. Good shot, J-Ho. Good job. Good job, buddy. That was you. Caitlin gets 1. We now have 27 pins down on lane number 4. All the pins fell. I told Jason Howard it was his fault. See, yeah, he struck. He struck with a messenger, and he knocked down 20 pins. He knocked down all the pins. All of them. Is what he did. All right, Mo, the handicap difference is handicap 1. Apex gets 38. Outrage gets 5. Is that 33? If my math serves me. And handicap 2, Apex gets 30. And Outrage gets 19. Makes that 11, if I'm not mistaken. So we are now waiting for the mechanic. And while we're waiting on the mechanic, let's just chat a little bit. I'm looking to my left. Scratch pair has Grace Marsh up right now. We are in frame number 6 on the scratch pair. And Outrage is up 2 pins. Mr. Happy carries the 10 pin. He was doing this when I left. Now I'm back over. He's doing the same thing. Kristen Francis up in the 6, working on a double. Make that 3 in a row. When I tell you the ball switch was needed, listening to his teammates with the ball switch actually helped. That was pretty good. Got Pat McGaney up, who went strike. Split 3 in a row. Shout out to the DMV North table back there that had some mints. That was amazing. I really can't eat them because I don't hear me chewing, but they were really good. We got Darius up, working on a strike. That was a tad bit high for an 8 count. Again, Pat McGaney up now. He in the 6th frame for Outrage, working on a 3-bagger. Messenger missed. Good job, Jason. You took, yeah, that's yours. Darius covers the spare. Here in the 6th frame. And Sean Chapman, the anchor for Apex, is on it again with 5 in a row to start game number 2. And Pat McGaney decides he wants to pull a Michael Shaw without the spare ball from the left side. I don't know if you can do that because I'm righty, but you can. He still pulled the Michael Shaw without the spare ball. Sean's up in the 6 on 5 in a row.
Yes, sir.
6 in a row for Sean Chapman. Yeah, he throws it pretty good. Rich Jerome with a 9 count in the 6th frame. We still having technical difficulties on lane 4. Being prepared though, don't worry about it. I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. Adriana was sick. Bonnie Bell was sick. Santia was everybody. Yes. Spare made by Rich Jerome in the 6. Coming up on the 7th frame here with Apex up 12 pins. Got Mr. Happy Race Marsh, who started off game 2 with 4 in a row, 9 spare, and you all sort of strike last frame. Double for Mr. Smosh. Born ready, Christian Francis on 3 in a row.
Strikes.
With a 9 count. Hey, you throw it kind of good yourself, okay?
What's that?
You throw it kind of good yourself.
That's all luck.
I like that. Wow. Okay.
Right-handed spare.
Christian Francis with the spare. Yeah, that is. So, unfortunately, Handicap 1 between Outrage and Apex here at Gaithersburg, bowling on lanes 3 and 4, now have to relocate Pat McGaney in the 7th frame with a 9 count. The Handicap 1 pair has to relocate to 31 and 32 on the other end of the bowling alley. So what we're going to do, we're going to stay right here for game 2 of the scratch between, as Darius leaves a 10 pin, between Outrage and Apex. Spare made by Pat McGaney, as Ray Smart is giving his team a speech as they head to the other end of the bowling alley to continue bowling. Darius with the spare. That's going to be interesting for the Handicap 1 pair. When you are here and you've been focused all day and on your pair lined up and you now have to move Rich Jerome with a strike in the 7th. And you now have to move to go to a whole nother pair. And you have to start over. And I must say, Apex and Outrage on that Handicap 1 pair, all 6 bowlers. All 6 bowlers really look good on that pair. And they now have to relocate to a whole nother pair. As we got Sean Chapman up on 6 in a row with a 9 count. That mental game for that Handicap 1 pair is going to be really, really interesting now that they have to move. I'll bring you all scores later. I'll get down there at some point. But right now, we are on the scratch pair.
Right next to open play. Let's go.
Really?
Yep. Right next to open play.
Oh, my gosh. Spare made by Sean Chapman. Front 6 spare. So going into the 8th. Apex is up 39 pins. As we got Christian Francis leading off. Working on a 9 spare. He didn't like it, but 10 failed. So I don't know why, but it was something that he didn't like, but 10 of them failed. Yeah, I am looking at the bowlers packing up their stuff on 3 and 4 from Handicap 1 and having to move. Again, bowlers are bowlers. We have to adapt with whatever the situation gives us, and there are times where lanes do break down and we have to move. So that's going to be interesting down there for them. As Ray Small steps up with a strike in the 8th, who was on 279 pace. Mr. Happy strikes everywhere, man. I don't know if y'all know that. I'm going to go ahead and say y'all probably already do, but he strikes a ton. Darius with a strike in the 8th for Apex. Oh, I need my phone back.
This is disgusting. This is terrible.
Yes, this is bad. Pat McGaney strikes in the 8th. Sean Chapman gets right back on after tapping in the 7th with a strike here in the 8th frame. Got Rich Jerome up here in the 8th. Eight count by Rich Jerome. The right lane looks like it has a little bit more carry down than it does on the left lane. The left lane, lane 1, has a lot more friction. A lot bit more movement on lane 1, but lane 2 seems to be a little tighter. As Rich Jerome covers the spare. Starting off the 9th. Mr. Happy, Grace Marsh on 3 in a row, 279 pace. He walked it out. Yeah, he did. That was a two-step walkout. I like it. I like it. I like it. Come on! Christian Francis with a strike in the 9th frame. Again, another close game. Here on a scratch pair. Game 1, Outrage was in this position with a slim lead going to the 10th. Game 2, it is now Apex with a slight lead going into the 10th. Ball heard Mr. Happy tell it to stop. Pat McGaney with a double. We are now Darius with a double, big shot for Apex here in the 9th frame. Irk, I got you, Irk. We are going to Handicap 2 to start game number 3. As Rich Jerome carries the 9-pin here in the 9th frame. Yeah, E-Dub, we going over there for game 3, and I'll give you scores as well when I get over there, bro. As Sean shot in the 9th is an 8 count. Again, I said watching everybody, looked like the right lane was a little tighter. Ball was seeing it in the early part of the lane, but when they got on the back part, it seems to just die out and not finish. Spares are important. This will be another 10th frame game, by the way. As Sean covers the spare. Ten frame. Scratch pair. Outrage Apex. Christian Franks working on a double. And he mixes. 10-pin falls late. Come on. That was a big shot by Christian. And for Apex, who are now up 49 pins. Mr. Happy working on 4 in a row. First ball in the 10th. Ten of them. Christian second ball in the 10th. Was a little wide. 9 count for Christian. Mr. Happy second shot in the 10th on 279 pace. 7-pin. Christian covers the spare. Christian finishes game 2, excuse me, with 236 after going 191 in game 1. Shout out Apex Carpet for being in Frank Christian's ear, having him to make the ball switch. Game 2 for Mr. Happy Race Mars. He goes 268 after going 219 game 1. Darius' first ball in the 10th is a strike. Got Pat McGaney working on a double with his first ball in the 10th. Stop. Little fast for a 9 count. Darius' second shot in the 10th. Everything went at that 10 pin and nothing touched it. Nothing. Pat covers the spare. Darius with the Michael Shaw before the spare ball. Darius goes game 2. 222 after going 213 game 1. 222.
Yeah, Calvin. That boy.
It was 222. I couldn't wait to say that. I was so hoping he missed that. So I could just say 222 for game number 2. Sean's first ball in the 10th is a strike. My God. Pat went to the bag on the field ball to try something else. Pat McGaney. 204. For game number 2 after going 248 the first game. Sean's second ball in the 10th. Almost rolled the 10 pin there.
Play there. Yes, boy.
Strike for Rich Jerome on his first ball in the 10th. And again, we talked about lane 2, how my full eyes see it from back here was playing a little tighter. And Rich Jerome on that shot moved right. And that ball got down to the back end with a little bit, enough turn for a strike. Sean Chapman spares up. Sean finishes game 2 with a 249 after going 253 game 1. Rich Jerome with an 8 count. So, after 2 games here on the scratch pair, we are now tied at 1-1. With Apex taking game 2 to tie it up. As Rich Jerome finishes up game 2 with a 215. After shooting 215 game 1. Rich Jerome, but Rich Jerome go 215, 215. Yeah, Rich Jerome. Yeah. That's what he did. Which gives them 687. Interesting. Tied at 1 apiece. I think total pins right now might be even. 15. Yes, Outrage won game 1.
You're a little dark. Now.
By 15 pins.
When you started, you were too light. Now.
I'm sorry, 25 pins. They won by 25 pins, and Apex won game 2 by 20. It's 5 pin difference. 5 pin difference. Oh, Marcus. Starting off game number 3. Mr. Happy with a strike. Christian Francis. First shot is a strike. Still a little, the bowler in me is wondering, and again, I'm going to get down there first chance I get. We might have time to get down there, not really sure. I want to see that handicap 1, man. It's going to be rough to find out how they did. Pat with a strike to start game number 3. Are they the best house shot bowlers? I think they good, period. Gaithersburg on 1 and 2 rarely has this much, gives up this many strikes. So, yeah, I like them as bowlers, period. Rich Jerome with a strike. So, yeah, I like them, period, as just bowlers on a pair.
Yeah, Bennett. Good shot, buddy. Big shot, big shot.
Just text you back to Carsey. Darius up. Frame number 1 of game number 3 on the scratch pair between Outrage and Apex. And we are tied at 1-1 on the scratch pair with a 5 pin difference. Darius with a 9 count to start. Spear made.
Attaboy, Brian. Good job, guys. 10 more, 10 more.
We got Sean up to start game 3. Sean with a ball switch. 7 count. Sean had games of 253 and 249. As Sean Schuster, 3-6-10. Spare made. Christian up now. The youngster again. Yeah, we moving over to Handicap 2 next. Handicap 1, the lanes broke down, so they had to move to the other side of the earth to go bowl, which is a little bit too far for us to get to, but at some point, I promise you all I will get you scores or give you at least an update on what's going on down there As Mr. Happy starts off game number 3 with a double. Is that right? Okay. Yeah. Darius with a 5-pin. Now, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this because, I mean, everybody's watching. It's the 5-pin. So, Darius my guy, though. But a 5-pin is a 5-pin, man. The hand got to go up if it's the 5-pin. Pat with a trippy 9 count. No, I don't. Now you go. Darius covers the spare. Now I won't say tighter again. Okay. Thanks for that. I did not. My hand did not go up, bro. I did not do that to you. I did not do that to you. Good shot, Pat. Oh.
Calvin. Attaboy.
Okay. Sean, second ball. Second frame, I'm sorry. Game number 2 is a 10-pin. Sean made a ball switch. Now that, I mean, hey, bowlers, y'all know, we know our game. My man had a great look. Rich Jerome with a double to start game number 3. Yeah, I don't know. Sean must have saw something.
First game scratch catch, 231.
Hey, that was instinctive. You did not.
Yeah. Sean
You changed.
with the Mike Shaw before a spitball shot just now.
Nice announcement, though. All right, sir. Or you got these. She's got these.
We are now on our way to handicap number 2 pair. Between Apex. My fault. That's your food, man. Yeah. I'm gonna move it. Sorry. We are on handicap number 2 pair. And we have Outrage leading off just now with the strike. We have Marcus Howard, followed by Brian Bennett and Calvin Thomas anchoring Outrage's handicap 2 pair. Apex is being led off right now by Earl Lane. Followed by the second spot is Christopher, and third is Jason Carroll. I will give you all the update score-wise on this pair in 1 second. As Earl leaves a 10-pin on the first shot. We now have Brian Bennett up in the first frame of game number 3. 7-pin goes late. Where's y'all score sheet?
Thought you had shit.
Okay. So I started, but when they broke down, that was it. I wasn't. Okay. So give me a minute. I will get that. So I will get you all some scores for handicap 2 to get you caught up on the numbers wise. Because again, we had the handicap 1 pair broke down, 3 and 4, and they had to go down the other end of the earth to finish. And it's kind of they're a little ways away, and the scores are down there with them. So give me a minute. We now have Jasper up in frame number 1 of game 3 for Apex with a light 7-pin. Look at the scoreboard right now, though. The handicap difference down here is 11 pins. That's Calvin first shot in game number 3. It's 10 of them. Total pins right now on this pair Outrage has 1433. Apex has 1357. That's the total pins right now on the scoreboard. And that's just scratch, by the way. Jasper covers the spare. Jason Carroll anchors Apex here on the handicap 2-pair. Jason's first shot is a mixed strike. Mix, late, trips, Brooklyns, boulders, we take them, we don't care. I would definitely let Earl know to get it together. I will definitely do that because he didn't hear you with that 9 count right there. As we got Marcus up on a strike for frame number 2. 218 for Marcus Howard with his second shot here in game number 3. Earl with the spare. If you are just joining us, which I know you're not, y'all probably been here all day. Oh, shit! Marcus Howard. I have never in my life seen the 2-8-10 covered until just now. Covered. Hey, B. That was my reaction. That was my reaction, okay? Your face was my reaction, yeah. I do. Absolutely I do. Absolutely I do. Yes, absolutely. With ease. Jasper with a 10-pin.
Get the fuck out! Shut up and throw it back! Shut up!
Brian Bennett turned him upstairs. Is he yelling at me? Hey, my man, Brian Bennett, hold on. Okay, listen. Patrick Ewing. They got these mints here, and they're like orange flavor. Listen. Jasper with the Michael Shaw before the 10-pin ball. Listen. Patrick Ewing, go Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan. Listen, man, yes. I wanted a mint. The mint, those orange flavored mints were incredible. I apologize. Brian Bennett with a 7-pin. I do apologize, everybody. But if y'all would say y'all be eating them mints too, them mints good as shit. I'm telling you. We got Jason Carroll. Second frame working on the strike. Hey, did y'all just see Marcus Howard pick up the 2-8-10?
There 2 was at 2.
Is that 2?
626, 625, 626 in the 10th frame.
Wow. Handicap 1 that had to move. Hey, Jason Carroll leaves the 10-pin on his second shot. Second frame, I'm sorry, in the third game. Brian Bennett covers the spare. 626 to 625 going into the 10th frame. Handicap 1 bowling on the other end of the earth because their lanes broke down between Apex and Outrage. That's going to be a good finish down there. And again, when the score sheet comes back, I will give you all the update score-wise. I promise. As Jason covers the spare. And we got Calvin up in the second frame working on the strike. 10 more for Calvin. Mr. Talley, I was just saying. I needed a snack, man. I had a long Friday night, early Saturday morning, okay? But I wasn't late. I was on time. But y'all know how Fridays after Etcher rolled off for me, okay? Y'all know this. Marcus pushes 10 back after converting the 2-8-10. I must keep saying that, okay? Because I've never seen nobody make that. I have to keep reiterating that. So I wasn't able to relay the message to Earl yet, but let's see if he listens. Maybe he heard you all anyway. I think he did. 10 back for Earl in the third frame. Brian Bennett, third frame, is another 7-pin. Chris Richardson up after Michael Shaw on the 10-pin. Last frame, a little bit inside, 7 count. I don't care what ball Chris throws, the ball has to get right. Third game, lanes are hooking. Got to get the ball a little bit right. Bennett covers the spare. I am now searching to get you all scores first chance I get. I promise. Chris covers the spare.
Still got a little left in the tank.
A lot. Stop that, okay? A lot, okay? Tell me where I need to be with my bowl and stuff, and I'll be there, okay? Marcus Howard saying he got a little bit left in the tank. Sorry, sir. You have a lot left, okay? I'll bowl with him anywhere. Calvin up for Outrage in the third frame. 2-8-10. If he let Marcus shoot his head, make it. Jason's third frame. Oh. Pocket 7-10.
Fuck did we do to y'all?
Ladies and gentlemen, pocket 7-10. Hey, man, you had a few people here telling me to tell Earl. I said, get it together. Then Danny came back and said, Earl, put some fingers in that hole.
He said, put the fingers in it and go.
No, that's not what he said.
I didn't see it.
Right here. Don't worry, I got you.
I can't read.
I got you. I got you. Jason covers the 10-pin on the pocket 7-10, by the way.
All right. This man said he went to the first time.
So after 3, Outrage is up 20 scratch, but actually they are giving up 11. So that's 9. After 3, we got Marcus up working on a strike, who in the second frame made the 2-8-10. Every time Marcus is up, I will say that all day. Double by Marcus. So Earl finally saw the comments that were said to him. Did he listen? Yes, he did. As you can see, he's letting everybody know he gave that one fingers, okay? He let you all know. He heard y'all. I had him come back here. I let him know what y'all said to him, and he delivered. Not only did he deliver, he let you all know that he delivered. We got Brian Bennett up, who went strike 7-pin, 7-pin. See if you make a little adjustment here to Curry. He made a ball switch, actually. I don't know if he liked it, because he got an 8 count on that shot. Same with Jasper. Let's see if he make any adjustments. Great shot, leads to 10-pin. He must have heard him as well. And again, I'm right here with Darius, who told me yesterday, if we wanted entertainment, what we gonna get today?
You're gonna get entertainment. What are you talking about?
And I said it from the jump, and then we have gotten entertainment today.
It's all close. Everything close.
Absolutely is. I told everybody I would bring them numbers in a minute, but your handicap one breaking down having to move to the other earth. So, but we'll get scores in a minute.
Stay down there with the service going.
And Jasper again pulls a Mike Shaw before he got a spare ball. That's funny. Get your average. Calvin up in the full frame. Almost 2-8-10 again. Right. I do. Okay. Jason Kerr, I'm sorry, with 8 count as well, almost 2-8-10 as well too, as Calvin covers the spare. So handicap 3 where we are right now. Let me give you some update numbers. Game 1 went to Outrage, 710 to 686. Game 2 also went to Outrage, 731 to 712. Handicap 1 went to Apex, 800 to Outrage's 776. Game 2 on Handicap 1 went to Apex, 722 to 721 on the scratch play on Handicap 1. And scratch right now is 1-1. There's your point update as Earl leaves the 10 pin here in the 5th. Wow, the pair that the Handicap 1 had to move, and Apex knocked that game by 1 pin on the other side of the earth. As Mark is working on a double with a 9 count. And again, for those who missed it, Marcus covered the 2-8-10. I've never seen nobody make that. Earl cheating, because that don't count. The ball hit the pin in the gutter. They got to change that. He's cheating. Yeah, again, Marcus made the 2-8-10. Never in my life seen it. These 4 eyes, I've never seen that. Yes. Marcus covers the spare. So on this lane, Jasper has went 10 pin spare, 3-6-10 spare. He did make a ball change on lane 6, left another 10 pin that he missed, by the way. Let's see what he does here in the 5th frame. 10 pin carry. And he lets it out to let you all know that he wanted that one. 10 by Jasper in the 5th frame. We got Bennett up in the 5th, who throws a lot better and carries this time. Because again, Bennett went strike, 7 pin spare, 7 pin spare. Ball switch with an 8 count. Threw that one really good that time for 10.
Oh, we left another 10 pin. What's happening?
I just heard the best logic ever. Jason with 10 back in the 5th. If you bowl bad, you get a drink. If you bowl good, you get a drink. That is amazing. Okay, that's amazing.
Word up.
Shout out Jasper with the quote of the day. It's the quote of the day. Calvin pushes 10 back in the 5th frame. Calvin, another one, man. Calvin gonna strike, high five you, and go sit down. You will never know Calvin in the building. You'll never know Calvin's in the building. We got Marcus up here in the 6. And again, I will keep reiterating. I apologize, but I will keep saying it. Marcus made the 2-8-10. 10 back for Marcus. Is that what that is?
Yes. I'm trying to bend the fucking black.
And he's no. Oh, I was going to ask him what was that. My God. Tad bit high for Earl here in the 6th.
I told you he's gonna help us. He's our friend. God damn it.
We got Bennett. Almost mixed everybody up. He almost mixed them up. 9 count for Brian Bennett. How are you? Earl covers the spare. And again, if you're just joining us, my name is Michael Pooty Booty Shaw, representing DC Mafia. Here at the DMV North Tour Stop number 7. Here in Gaithersburg, Apex versus Outrage, number 1, Outrage, number 3, Apex. Brian Bennett with the spare made. Shout out Jasper with a sanctioned double. How many of them you got? You heard what he said. He got 2 of them. You heard him. Calvin up in the 6. 8-pin almost wanted to stand up.
Oh, get a light, Justin. Come on. Yes, sir. Come on. Don't throw no more snags. We're not allowed to. Get a light.
Jason with an 8 count. Again, on the scratch. On the scratch pair, I was telling everybody how the right lane was a little. It was going. Oh God, I'm gonna say tighter again. Michael, what's up, Mike Reed? Lane 6 looks like you have to get a little bit righter to get help down lane for the ball to turn.
All right, that's good.
As
You tried to miss that,
Jason covers the spare. Earl starting off frame number 7. What a strike. He wanted that one. Stay with me, everybody. Stay with me. Marcus Howard is up. Marcus covered the 2-8-10. What a shot. And it was on camera. And he's throwing a rhino. He is throwing a rhino in the hole. Like that. Y'all know every time I commentate, I'm never biased. I want everybody to strike. Everybody. So, unless it's DC Mafia, of course, that's who I'm going to, like, always side with. But I'm for everybody when I commentate. Man, I want everybody to roll it good. Not like that. Jasper a little bit inside with a 7 count. Wow. Yeah, Brian Bennett threw that one out of the window too. I don't know if it was his hand or if the window was open, one or the other, but the ball never saw it. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 count. Jaspers get 1. Get in the hole all day. 49 with 2 round hands in there. God, Joe. Effortlessly. You hear me, though? Effortlessly. God. Stand by. We getting the re-rack on lane number 5. Brian Bennett. Spare made by Brian Bennett. I see. Yeah. I would not blame you. I swear to God, I would not blame you. I was over it.
Like you said, he made it look effortless.
The Bama went front. He went front 7 both games 1 and game 2, man. And then to close them out. You see what I'm saying? Jesus. Jason up here in the 7th frame. 2-8 again.
You are not stealing him, David! Who is he? Who is he? We're not fucking stealing him! Hey, shitty!
Calvin working on a double here in the 7th. Carries all 10 pins. Shout out to the 140 of you all out here tuning in today, man. Thank you. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. UBA all day. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Come on, Jesus!
8 frame. Earl strikes in the 8th with the double. Yes. Looking from
A 10 pin! And it was a really good shot!
Marcus Howard.
He's angry!
Marcus Howard is up on a double. And yes, he made the 2-8-10 earlier. 3 in a row. From handicap 2 pair, I'm looking at the scoreboard over on the scratch pair. Apex 1 scratch. 8-2. From here. Apex won the scratch pair 8-2. We got Jasper up in the 8th. 7 count. Project.
We want to delay?
For them, yeah. They got Brian Bennett up. And it's a 7 pin for the lefty.
Come on, Jay! Oh! Hey, that 10 pin that was left was way better than that shot. That shot sucked. I know they mad about that.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Spare made by Chris.
They mad because they didn't get voted for.
Anybody come to see you, Otis? Spare made by Brian Bennett. Let's see if Jason Carroll makes an adjustment. His last 2 shots are not finishing on the back end. See if he moves right, balls up, rips the cover stock off the ball, something. He must have hurt us. Sort off his hand. Sort off his hand. What a difference. What a difference. Off his hand. Strike for Jason. Got Calvin up working on a 3-bagger. Man, listen. A lot of people don't. Well, let me not start with that. A lot of people probably do know Calvin Thomas III is one of them. Yeah, Shawty can bowl. Slim can throw. Slim can throw the ball. We got Earl up on a double.
Come on!
Fingers. To be able to do all that. Fingers. Earl with 3 in a row.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
So nothing changed. Yeah, nothing changed. Okay. Marcus Howard is up. Give him 4 in a row. And for the record, I was a little late, but I'm back now. He made the 2-8-10 in the second frame. Every shot, I'm going to remind you all that he made the 2-8-10. Okay. I'm not letting you all forget.
Oh, God.
Yes!
Brooklyn for Jasper in the ninth. Yeah. We got Brian Bennett up here in the ninth. Hey, 10 of them failed. I don't know if he liked it, but they failed. We are coming down to the end here. I can't tell you all right now if you missed me earlier. Apex won scratch 8-2. The scoreboard again. Jason leaves a 10-pin. Handicap 1 had to relocate outside, further down because their lanes broke down. So I'm trying to keep you all as updated as I can when I get the scores.
One time, Jay!
All right, I'm about to go.
Okay.
Yeah!
Calvin in the ninth. Working on 4 in a row. That's 5 in a row. Calvin is a semi-machine for the record, man. Jason covers the 10-pin. So coming up in the 10th, if I'm not mistaken, I think Outrage will win this pair 10-0. They're up this game. I know for sure, from my own personal records, they won game 1. And when I read up the score, I think they won game 2 as well on Handicap 2. Earl covers 10. What a shot. First ball in the 10th. Total pins should be kind of close. I think this match will be decided by total pins. She know the fuck out of you because she's about to break this. Marcus inside with a 9 count. Who, in the second frame of this game, made the 2-8-10. And the quote of the night goes to Jasper Richardson. If you bowling good, you get a drink. If you bowling bad, you get a drink. Okay? Oh my God. The quote of the day. Y'all hear me? I am. Please. I had my foot right here first. Then I was like, let me make him laugh. Earl with an 8 count. Marcus covers the spare. Here in game number 3. Jason finished Earl. Earl finishes game 3 with a 224. Marcus strikes on the field to finish game 3 with a 238. You made the 2-8-10 though. I don't care about nothing else. I seen you make the 2-8-10, okay? Shit. Super impressive. Sheesh. Strike by Jasper on the first ball in the 10th. Stood it off his hand. 7-pin for Brian Bennett. Brian Bennett's clean. Strike, 7-pin spare, 7-pin spare, 8 strikes, 7-pin spare. Yeah. I'm going to say, yeah. The leadoff bowler struck. And Calvin.
That's about it.
And Calvin strikes everywhere, though. So, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered where you were.
So I was making sure. There it is.
Yep.
No. Oh, he's back. Yes.
Big four. Brian Bennett covered the spare. So, again, the quote of the day was, if you bowl bad, you get a drink. If you bowl good, you get a drink. Do you get a drink if you commentate?
Absolutely.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
What you want?
I don't care. I'm here for the long haul, actually. What is this? Yeah, get that. Yes, that works for me. I'm not going to do that. I absolutely won't do that. Not a problem. Thank you. Thank you, Brian Bennett, with another 7-pin to finish game number 3 with a 191. Jasper finishes game 3 with a 174. Got Calvin up in the 10th on 5 in a row. Jason went 9 count. Another strike for Calvin. Jason went 9 count on the first ball in the 10th. So, Outrage will take game 3 here on Handicap 2. Thank you, Miss Carla. I really appreciate it. For all that don't know, Miss Carla just informed me I can drink. It's not Friday night at Etzel, where we bowl together. Don't you? I don't. I know. Jason with the spare made. Calvin, second ball in the 10th. It's the same as it was the previous billion. So again, you said it earlier with him. He just wasn't getting the ball no hand at the bottom. He was throwing that same exact shot right there, but he wasn't giving no hand. And once he came through the ball, you saw the reaction. Jason finishes game 3 with 184. Oh, my fault. How many y'all went total bound scratch?
8.
Shit.
Right. And we only won by 4.
Calvin finishes game number 3 with a 255. So yes, Outrage gets 10 points on Handicap 3 pair, and they won total. So what's Handicap? We got to find out what the numbers of Handicap 1 are.
They still bowling the third.
Okay, they still bowling the third game. So yeah. So scratch goes to Apex 8-2. I think Darius just told me total pins only like 5. I think he said something short. Handicap 2 goes to Outrage 10-0 with total 67 pins. So it all depends on what's going on down on Handicap 1. What's going on down there? So it was entertainment at its best. Again, Darius informed me it was going to be close, that they were going to come and fight, and they did exactly that. The way it looks. So I just heard also, it looks like Outrage will take this match. From what I just heard, Bennett just said 28. She still has scores in her hand. I needed this. Oh no, they're still bowling down there.
They are.
So no, it is not over yet. We have to find out what those scores are down there. Because again, scratch one total. Down on Handicap 1.
Handicap 1.
They're up.
our team is up big. So
Okay.
we're either going to get first 2 games down there, yes.
But they're up big right now.
They're up big, yes. They're looking to win 6 down there at big total. So it's either going to be, they lose them all down there on our side, and we still win total, it's 22. If they win the last game big enough and win total, it's 28, somewhere in that.
So it looks like Outrage will take the match. It'll either be Outrage will either get 28 or they'll either get 22. But it was absolutely extremely close today. So again, DMV stop number 7 here in the north. Apex, Outrage. It was exciting. It was good bowling. As always, it was UBA all day. Mike Shaw letting you all know. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate your time because, again, you could have been anywhere in the world, but today you was with us. We appreciate it. Until next time, thank you.